Welcome back, humans! It's the end of the week and I'm back with another vent session. You know what day it is. And before I get started, hit that subscription, turn on those notifications, and smash that like button. I would really appreciate it because I'm here twice a week and y'all already know that. And if you're new to the channel, I'm here twice a week. And so let's get on with some vents. I'm about to get this fight talk. And then I got some vents, and I got a vent on this fight talk because the Lopez Kambosos fight got moved again. So we thought it was going to be in August, like I told you. Then they weren't going to be able to fuck with the Pacquiao fight. I told you they weren't going to mess with the Pacquiao fight. And they were like, we don't want no deal. I don't know what's up with this fucking Triller company, man. They seem just can't sell no fucking tickets to the fight. Like I said, they got to do it on a weekday when nobody's fucking doing fights on weekdays. They'll make a killing. They could like be notorious for doing like Wednesday night fights or Tuesday night fights or Thursday night fights. You know what I'm saying? Not on like on the hot days. You know what I'm saying? Jump in the middle somewhere. But the fight got moved again to like September. I guess Oscar De La Hoya's old ass is making a comeback, and he's fighting. I think he's fighting a UFC fighter too. So they're gonna be fucking boxing. Like I said, and he's got moved to his card. And that's got to suck, man. That you can't sell enough tickets, so now they're going to make you bandwagon or fucking ride the coattails of the fucking De La Hoya fight. It's getting frustrating because I'm a fan of Lopez, and I've been watching, and Kambosos, I've been watching these guys training like crazy. Like bananas. They're just fucking going out there, getting ready, getting sharpened up. And then they still don't fight, man. And they've been waiting for like, it's going like a long time, man. This fight's taking forever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if it's even going to happen. I'm almost wondering if they're going to cancel it and something. You know what I'm saying? Because, damn, now they're moved all the way till September. And that's fucked up. It's fucked up for all the fans out there that want to see this fight. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to see this fight. And it just seems like it's not going to happen. But anyways, tonight there are fights happening, and they are fucking good-ass fights happening. I touched on a bit of it on last episode about Davis and Barrios, and then but tonight is also Lomachenko making his first fight since the Lopez fight when Lopez defeated him, and he's going against Nakatani. I think that's how you say his last name. And I watched some of their highlights, man. That guy looks pretty good, man. And Lomachenko is good. And like I said, this is his first fight since his defeat. And this is going to be awesome because I like him too, man. He's really good. He's like a slickster, man. The guy can box. He's real fast, got the footwork, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's going to be a good fight. And he's got some decent power, you know what I mean? So that's going to be a good fight. I'm excited about that one. And I wasn't too familiar with Nakatani, but I checked out some of his highlights. My man can box, you know what I'm saying? So I think this is going to be a really good show, you know what I'm saying? These guys are going to show up tonight. And Lomachenko's definitely going to show and bring it because, like I said, he's coming off a defeat. He lost his belt. And so he's probably making a road back trying to get a title shot again, of course, because that's who he is, man. He's a great fighter. And that's what great fighters do, man. They go after them belts, you know what I'm saying? They go out there for that legacy, you know what I mean? I mean, I know they want the money too, but they want that legacy, man. They want you to remember that name because, boxing isn't that sport you can do for too long unless you're like those rare breeds like Bernard Hopkins and, and Foreman did it and, Pacquiao still doing it, Mayweather. You got those guys that preserve themselves pretty well that can probably do it a little longer, but you know what I'm saying? It's like kind of like those physical sports like hockey and football, you got those concussion dangers and things like that. You want to keep your brain as much as you can. So, like I said, man, he's making a comeback. Hopefully he gets a title shot. And this is going to be a good fight. That's all I can say, man. I'm excited to see it, man. My man can fight like both hands. And if you ever seen him training, it's really cool to see online because he kind of like did some breakthrough, like he used some like breakthrough technology that, I mean, I'm sure a lot of fighters were using, but he kind of brought him into the media with some cool reflex training. Like his reflex training is insane. It looks like he's got like a big Simon Says board and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, and all this crazy stuff. He's got this like, a lot of fighters are using it now, but I started only seeing it first with Lomachenko. They got like this tennis ball and it's got a rubber band on your head and you sit there and, punch the ball for reflex, training. And he was one of the guys, like an innovator, you know what I'm saying, or pioneer of that stuff. Because I'm sure everybody was using it, but he kind of brought it into the mainstream media. And now you see a lot more fighters, doing those on video and things like that. But like I said, man, he's crazy when you watch him train. He's got like a lot of crazy like reflex training. They're just wild to see. They're like pretty wild. And you want to like say something bad about them, but then when you see him go into the ring, man, I mean, he shows you what that shit was. I mean, it worked or something because he's sharp. You know what I'm saying? And if he outside, he didn't necessarily win his last fight. Like I said, Lopez beat him, and he still looked good in that fight. But Lopez, ended up taking a decision and whatnot. But when that guy, when Lomachenko gets like the upper hand on a fighter and kind of figures him out, he's almost like way too good for the other guy. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like he just flips the script and it's just like a big time mismatch. You know what I mean? But anyways, the main event, the fight that I'm really excited for tonight. I'm excited for all these fights tonight, but I've been seriously chomping at the bit for this fight. Only because I know it's going to be more bigger fights for Gervonta Davis. Because Gervonta Tank Davis is fighting Barrios. And this is his first, Davis' first fight at 140. And Barrios is a fighter at 140, you know what I'm saying? And he's got a belt, and he's going for that belt, you know what I'm saying? And it's going to be interesting, like I said, because Davis being a smaller guy, moving up in weight, a lot of those guys are kind of big, man, you know what I'm saying? Some of those guys that fight at 140 will shed that 10 pounds, and be almost, at 150, 155, you know what I'm saying? So you never know, because a lot of fighters shed a lot of weight. Ooh, excuse me. A lot of fighters shed a lot of weight when it comes to fight time for that advantage. I know they've been talking about putting like a limit on what you can rehydrate, and I haven't really been hearing too much talk about it, but because some fighters can it's crazy how some fighters can literally change sometimes almost 2 weight classes overnight, you know what I'm saying, from just hydrating back up, to go in, and it's kind of an advantage for them. Their punches might be a little heavier or whatnot. Or it's a disadvantage. It could be slower or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But most of the time they use it for an advantage. And but you never know. That's going to be dangerous, you know what I'm saying? But it's like I said, Davis is moving up, and which is awesome. Like I said, he's going to get some more big names on his resume, keep plowing through them. And this is awesome to see, man. This guy's growing, and every time you see him, man, he's always like upping his game a lot. Because he is a smaller fighter, and he just uses it's almost like his technique is just like, I don't know, man. It's almost like the way, almost like when Floyd would figure out the fighter and use his defense. It's almost like Gervonta Davis is almost like a 180 of that. He's like almost like the mirror side. Once he figures the guy out, he he changes his whole offense. It's like an offensive game, and he just once he's got your time, he's just like move, bang, like he just gets in there and starts working because he knows he has a limited reach and sometimes a height advantage. Or reach advantage at the same time. But his power is his power's up there with anybody in all those weight classes. That guy can fucking put the lights out. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be a really good fight, man. And that's the one I've been waiting for. That's going to be tonight. And if I got to pick the fighters tonight, like I said, I'm going to pick Lomachenko. I'm not going to pick a knockout because I really haven't seen, like I said, I've only seen some highlights of that Nakatani guy. And he looks really good and everything, but Lomachenko, man, like I said, if he figures you out, man, he can fucking bang, and he might fucking knock this dude out or stop him, you know what I'm saying, or vice versa. Lomachenko could be all head shook about this last fight, and my man could hurt him a little bit, and maybe he starts getting a little too defensive, and what if he loses the fight, you know what I mean? It could be that one right there, I'm going to pick what they call the 50-50 fight. Every time I watch a lot of boxing fights, when they say they could go either way, and they like both fighters, we call it the 50-50 fight. And the Lomachenko fight, Nakatani, I think I'm going to call that a 50-50 fight. Just because, like I said, this is his first fight back. Let's see what his mental's like. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what happens in the ring. The other guy, like I said, not knowing too much about him. But he looks like he can bang. We'll see what's up with his chin. Because, like I said, Lomachenko's got some power. Both hands. You know what I mean? He fights even both styles. Like, he'll switch and go southpaw, orthodox. Like, he'll just go, you know what I'm saying? He can switch it up. Not like Crawford, though. Crawford's just a whole nother animal. Crawford's amazing what he does. Terrence Crawford, that's great. I can't wait till he gets back in the ring because I've been waiting to see him fight. And I think he's waiting to see the winner of the Pacquiao Spence fight possibly, because I know they've been trying to get Pacquiao and Crawford to fight, but it's been a promoter issue, I think, or possibly a money issue. I'm not sure. But so I know, like I said, in August, Pacquiao and Spence are fighting, which I can't wait to see what happens. You know what I'm saying? I'm nervous because, like I said, I'm a fan of both fighters, but I'm still a fan of Manny Pacquiao first because Manny's been around longer. So you got to go with the legend. You know what I'm saying? With the experience. But I'm not, Earl Spence is a dangerous, badass dude. He can fucking fight, man. And he's always, like, so laid back. Like, whenever you see Errol Spence, he's kind of like Snoop Dogg or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he does drugs and shit, but... And it wasn't because of the car accident either. He was just like this before this. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just always laid back. You talk to him and just like, yeah, he's from Texas, just real cool, laid back. And every time you talk to him, he's just super like, real cool. Like, just real slow talking and, you know what I'm saying? And, real cool. He's like cool, like a cool laid back, like I said, like a Snoop Dogg, just original cool guy, you know what I'm saying? But then in the ring, man, it's like you don't see that laid backness. You see this fucking, you know what I'm saying, this energetic fucking super aggressive, dominant boxing force. You know what I'm saying? And Manny Pacquiao's a smaller guy. And yeah, he does have the experience. But like I said, Earl Spence is a badass dude. So my thing is I know Pacquiao's got the power, and Earl Spence has some fucking hella power. But Earl Spence can take a fucking punch. Like I said, when in Garcia fight, he took a lot of punches, which makes me think, like, if they go decision, like, Pacquiao could win this fight. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, like, if he can, keep his speed going and do what he does, you know what I mean? If he comes in like Thurman, yeah, and they go to a decision, I could see Pacquiao probably winning. If it doesn't get like knocked out, if one of each other doesn't knock each other out. But Earl Spence, like I said, got some power, dude. So that's gonna be a really good fight. I'll be definitely tuning in on that. I'll be like all the way glued on that one because I'll be like super nervous. I'll be like super crazy. Like my emotions will be like all over the place on that one because I'll be like, man, Earl looks good, and I'll be like, oh shit, but it's Manny. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, Manny. You know what I'm saying? That I'm like, oh damn, Earl. You know what I mean? So I'll be kind of like all the way like pulling all directions on that fight for sure. And July is already coming up, and the Fury Wilder fight's coming, like, of course. And of course they're showing the little training, but Fury doesn't really do that too much. He don't really show his training that much. Like he did let some stuff out where he was sparring around with one of the Diaz brothers, which was cool. But I don't really see him do that too much. I mean, he'll do interviews and things like that, but he doesn't really show like that kind of stuff. And if he does, it's like some minimal, like basic kind of fundamental type thing. It ain't gonna be no like, here's the fucking secret technique I'm using, or here's the game plan. You know what I mean? He's pretty discreet on that kind of stuff, which is kind of cool. I respect that. But nowadays, most of the fighters are, showing a lot of gym footage, giving more people more interactivity, which is kind of cool. And I think more of the channels that stream these pay-per-view events, I think they should have a lot of that stuff out there online. Like, they should be streaming those things free, like getting everybody hyped up, so there's something to watch other than just your pay-per-view. It's just my opinion. Like, I think you should just be, showing a lot of that stuff free, like some free content of all your upcoming fighters and all those things, like the interviews and the training and all that kind of stuff. And then everybody has the option to, select your fight on that same, right on the same channel. And that's my idea. So you guys, if you guys get anything going like that, you better cut me in. So the reason I brought up the Wilder fight and Fury Part 3, and which, because I'm excited about it, one, but the other one is a lot of stuff's been coming out. Like I said, Wilder's been showing some training stuff like, now he can move. Now he's just not the 1-2 fighter. And we'll see, because he really got exposed in that second rematch. Like, in the rematch, he got his ass whooped. Like I said, you got, like, what Will Smith called in French Prince of Bel-Air, like, you got mollywopped. I think that was the word. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, a former trainer of Wilder said this dude is, like, untrainable and uncoachable. Like, the dude will do whatever. And if he gets, like, stressed out or, like, emotionally, like gets all, like, his head kind of rattled, that he'll just, like, cut the training out. Like, he just ain't going to do it no more. He'll just quit. And that second fight, man, look at his ass got quit. He was getting beat up. But anyways, he's trying to, like I said, this fight's coming up. And that trainer was like exposing some genes, some bad genes in the fight game you don't want to have. You got to listen to the trainer and, because they see things that maybe you don't see. And you guys both can, talk to each other. You work it that way. You know what I'm saying? You see things and he sees things because he's in there, you're in there, and he's on the outside. So it's kind of crazy. But some fighters might be just too dominant, and it don't matter what you guys both see. It's just happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just be like, look, man, he's always hitting you with the right hand. For some reason, you can't get out of the way of the right hand. He's like, your left eye is almost closed. And you're all like, cut me. Open it. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, I don't know what's going on. And you're like, you should try this. And then you're in there and you're trying it. And you're just like, man, it's just not working. You know what I'm saying? So at some point, you guys, I wonder if at some point you're in a corner, you're just like, look, man, shit ain't working. You know what I'm saying? Because I've watched it in UFC where Khabib was just beating some dudes down and you hear the trainers yelling shit. And I've seen a fighter, you can look, I forget what his name is, but the guy's getting his ass whooped so bad and you hear the trainer saying stuff like, do one of these, you know what I'm saying? Like for him to get out of there. And my man looks literally getting his ass whooped. During his ass whooping, looks over at his coach like, really? Like, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, while he's like, he can't do shit. He's like, pfft. Like, why don't you get in here and help me? Basically. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't a tag team because UFC doesn't have that yet. But anyways, I'm excited about those fights coming up. And they will be exciting. And I hope you guys tune in on those because I will be. And like I said, I'm going to have to start doing some live streams during some of these bigger fights coming up. Like when Bud Crawford gets back in the ring. And, I don't know, man. I got to do some more things like that. Maybe Manny's last fight, some other things like that. And maybe those two might even be in the corner for the last fight, in the ring. But anyways, I'll get on with some Vince. I got some more Vince. I've seen this new movie. Now, I didn't see the movie, but I've seen the movie trailer, okay? And I don't know if you guys have seen this, but I'm going to share some of this with you guys. And you know what I get from this is like when you're locked down, okay, we were locked down, okay? We was all locked down for a long time. People starting to get free now. They like let go of some stuff now. Shit's opening back up. Concerts is coming. People's getting back on the road. Entertainers is back on the road. It's becoming it's being a good thing. Things are feeling nice. In my opinion, it's feeling great. It's starting to get great. It's starting to feel great. I mean, there's still some messed up shit going on, but as far as like little freedoms, you know what I mean? Little freedoms are coming back. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, you could see the freedom. Now you can see the freedom a little closer, man. You can put you can put your toes in the water of freedom. The waters of freedom are right there for you just to tip your toes in. And it's a little, the heater's back on too, so the water's getting a little warmer. It's getting a little warmer out there in the water. The waters of freedom. But anyways, we was locked down. People was tripping over the mask and tripping over things. And then, a whole character came out of this. And anybody that names their child Karen now, you people are going to be like, oh, how could you do that after this? How could you do that after all the stuff, after the Karens, So this new film, which I'm going to share some of the trailer with, little couple clips, as much as I can without getting in trouble. I mean, they removed my episode recently. I was saying I violated some law, but they rechecked it and everything and seen that I didn't. So that was kind of cool. And they put it back up, which I appreciate. Yeah, sometimes, it probably was just the algorithm kind of got, caught wind of something that they thought was a violation or some crap. It ended up being nothing. So anyways, we were locked down. Everybody was tripping, and they brought out the Karens. The Karens came out of the blue, and so then the Karens became a big thing. So now this film's coming out, and it's called Karen. Yes, humans. This film is called Karen. And I'm going to share some of the trailer clips. Like I said, I can't share it all, but I'll share some of the clips. And so This movie is basically exactly what you think it is when you think of, oh, this movie's called Karen. And I'm like, yeah, it's exactly what the hell you think this movie's about. This movie is about a Karen. So I'm going to play some of this and watch some of this with you guys, and I'll do a little reaction to it. And, all right, here's a little bit of it. So here we go.
Guess this is a long way from East Point.
Baby, you just gotta give it a chance.
Uh-oh. She looks like Monica Lewinsky right off the bat.
Tonight, keep it down. If you don't comply, I'll tell the manager.
Okay, so she just said she got the new neighbors when she's sitting with her friend in this like phony restaurant. First of all, when you see the trailer, like if you don't agree with me, like it already has that like Get Out feeling. Like it looks like they just copied Get Out almost. Maybe it's the same producer. I don't think so, but if he did, man, my man should get some money for that. Anyways, she's like, I got the new neighbors. And she's like, they're black. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, this crazy already, man. This movie's like super extreme. Like, and then it's like I said, it's so over the top. It's like Stallone's accent in the Rocky movies. Not all the Rocky movies, because in the early ones it would kind of fit, but as the later ones, it seemed like that she was just forced really hard, like overdone. This is some overdone, like whiteness. Like not to be rating it racist or anything. This was like overdone, trying to make her like the racist white woman or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody's taking home security serious.
Hi, I am Karen Drexler. I'm your neighbor. You need to be taking your trash cans
Okay.
off the curb right when the trash is picked up. Is she nice?
Yeah, she's nice.
Wait a minute.
So she's already harassing them about where they put their trash or how to take your trash out. Basically, if you don't, hurry up and get your trash in at like minutes after the trash man comes, you can go to jail or something. Or something. I don't know. She's just like an evil Monica Lewinsky. And, oh, excuse me. And it's just really funny, man. It's so over the top, like I said, and it has that Get Out kind of feel. And this movie is coming to theaters. I believe theaters. Or maybe one of those streaming services. I don't know, but let me check a little bit of the more of this out.
I have a white entitled neighbor named Karen.
Karen, okay, enjoy yourself.
There she is, slaving away in the kitchen.
Oh, damn. And then she was in the black family's house, and she goes, there she is, slaving away in the kitchen. Man, that's messed up, dude. Look at how they're just throwing this in there. Like, after everybody's, like, trying to simmer down, trying to put this shit on simmer. You know what I'm saying? Y'all going to fucking stoke the fire back up. Y'all going to throw some lighter. Somebody dropped a can of lighter fluid in it with this movie.
Across some very suspecting teenagers. Can you please hurry up? Please, it's very aggressive. Yep.
I left my wallet with my ID at home. Leave us alone. We didn't do anything.
How the heck did you end up moving to this neighborhood?
Dang. So she was like all doing that shit that you saw, like called the cops when it was fake shit going on. They put all that Karen shit in this movie. It's like the Conjuring of Karen movies. You know what I'm saying? When they did the Conjuring, had like the first Conjuring to me, like all those different stories when they were true stories or whatever. Some of them based on some true shit, I guess. But all in the Conjuring was like all the different shit that happened in that first movie were like scary stories I heard when I was a kid, like individual shit. Like the hand clap shit, the pulling in the bed and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like those were stories that I heard as a kid. Like they put them all. This was like all the Karen stories put in. That's why I say it's like the Conjuring of Karen movies. It's like the Karen Conjurings. So I wonder if like this family, the black family that's going against her in this film, I'm almost like not seeing this. Like I said, I want to know if they're like the what do you call it? In like what is their name? The Warren family. Like the Warren family that fought the ghosts. Like they fight the Karen. Like these two guys become like a famous like Karen fighters. You know what I'm saying? Almost like the the new Ghostbusters type, but they're Karen busters. So that's what I'm wondering. Is like because like this feels already like the Conjuring type of film, but about Karens.
Next thing you know, we have criminals. You take care of him, and I will take care of her.
Would you mind stepping out of the car?
My office has uncovered some disturbing information on her
So basically, she already even said just because they're African American or black or however you want to say it, they're already going to bring crime to the neighborhood. Like, it's a nice neighborhood. Maybe they have awesome jobs. You know what I'm saying? This lady's just going overboard. This movie looks crazy, and I'm definitely gonna watch this. I'm definitely gonna watch this movie. All right, let me get into it again. See what else.
I want to sell the house.
You can't tell me.
Oh, look, she wants to move. Okay, so it looks like she had some friends over for dinner, and in her bathroom, she had like a fucking soap dispenser or sanitizer with a Confederate flag on it. A fucking Confederate flag on it. Like, I don't think you could buy that shit like at Amazon and shit. I don't think Amazon sells that shit with the Confederate flag on it. You had to like make that somewhere. I don't know where you could find the sanitizer with the fucking Confederate flag all up on it. This movie is so outrageous already. I ain't even seen it but the trailer clips, and this is already hilarious. If I've seen this at the theater, I would probably be the one getting shushed because I'd be laughing at a lot of this stuff like, oh my God, like what they put in here. You know what I mean? That's just wild, man.
You went in her house? You wouldn't want your wife to know our little secret, right?
There's not standard police procedure back there.
What do we have here?
Looking at that hammer, everything looks like nails.
You people are very angry.
Dang, she even used you people. And my man used boy. That's wrong.
Happen to people that don't comply.
Wow. So, I don't know what channel or what movie or what streaming service or if this is coming out to theaters, but damn, they were using some crazy stuff. But like I said, man, this shit is like so overboard extreme. And you know what else would be messed up is if they try to do some fucking, like, this movie gets like some like high ranking award or some shit. Like, it won the film festival award. You know what I'm saying? Or it won like some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'd be mad as hell if like something like that happens. Because this movie's, like I said, it looks really cheesy. I just feel like it's like cheesy as heck. I wonder what the set was like. You know what I mean? You had to get some, because like they probably filmed it during like the lockdown stuff. You know, because movies take a long time. They didn't just make it in a weekend. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just saying, that's a little extreme. I'm definitely going to watch it. And, I almost want to say, like, if, like, what Biden would say, like, if you don't watch this movie, then you ain't black. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's hilarious, man. It's just so extreme. Like I said, you be the judge for yourself when this movie comes out. I'm definitely going to watch it, and I will definitely do, like, a review on it. And will critique the hell out of it because it looks hilarious. And it kind of bites the movie Get Out, if you ask me. I mean, from just off the trailer, it looks like it bites it hard. Like it's biting. And speaking of movies, I saw this movie called The Tennant. All right. It's a fairly new film. And I don't know if you guys seen this movie. It's got lots of action, lots of suspense, lots of everything. You know what I'm saying? That's all. I mean, I've tried to explain this to people that haven't seen the movie, and I failed like miserably. Because this movie is like, look I'm already pausing and starting right now. Like, I'm already having issues. Like, I'm already going to start twitching and like cramping or something. My face is going to have a cramp. You know what I'm saying? Because like, so there's so much happening in this movie, and it is just so wild. Okay, I will try my best to explain this. There'll probably be spoilers, but if I don't know, I think my spoilers are going to suck anyways because this movie was fucking wild. All right, that's all I can say. My spoilers are going to be shitty at the same time. You'd probably be like, what the hell is he talking about? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, in this film, you got, okay, in this film, there's like time travel, maybe. It's like time travel. All right. And then you got like the Matrix, maybe. I'm not sure. But this movie has something weird with like time. All right, this thing is like, it was so fucking weird. Where like, it was the reason I feel like The Matrix and like time travel, or like maybe Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, and like The Matrix, like had a spliced together in the Mandela effect, like when the universes crossed and it splashed all together and made this movie, or somebody was editing the movie and fucked up and made this really cool looking effect where they were like, oh, we can play on this. With all this wasted film, we can use this. You know what I'm saying? And it was a bad joke on everybody that we don't know about until later on when the movie's a big success. I'm sure it already is. It's a good movie. At least I think it's a good movie. So, there is weird, like time travel type of thing, but I think they called it inversion or something like that. Oh, like I said, bear with me, humans. This is going to be tough. Like I said, I'm going to try my best, and I might just quit on this thing because I don't even know how to explain this film. And for some reason, I enjoyed the film, and I can't even explain it. I enjoyed this movie, and it's super hard to explain. Okay? So there was like, I guess, in order for an event to happen, you would have to already do it in the future and then make it happen like where you were at that moment in time or something like that. It was, if that makes any sense, I don't even know if I messed that up. I just messed it all up. Like I said, I'm gonna leave that alone. Other than the movie was so wild, it had like all kinds of weird time type of shit, and it was really good. So like I said, if I spoiled it, I don't think I did because I had trouble. My heart is, I'm over here. Like I said, I got a face cramp happening. I feel a muscle spasm coming. Because I had trouble explaining it. But for some reason, I really enjoyed the movie because of whatever they did in there. Whatever was happening there, I liked it. It's hard for me to explain what happened in there, but it was awesome. It was hard to explain, but I loved it. Can't tell you shit about it the right way, but it was great. So, I recommend you guys check it out. The Tennant. That was my movie review. So imagine when I go see this Karen movie, I might have a little better detail. I don't know. We'll see. we'll hopefully I got a better one when that movie comes out. But I don't know if you guys saw the news. If anybody's from Michigan, we got a bunch of floods. Floods came rolling in last night. We got some rain. Like we got torrential rains. However they say that word, torrential. Man, we got water, like inches of water was just falling from the sky. Like, we needed an ark. In the freeways, anyway. We had so much rain. Some of the freeways were just shut down, inoperable, because they just flooded. There's a couple freeways, like, a friend of mine's a truck driver and stuff, and they would always tell me, like, this part of 94, and this other part of, I forgot what other freeway, because I should remember that. I should actually ask him that again, now that this shit's happening. He was like, yeah, these freeways, like, blah, 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 are just big fish bowls. They were like, the drain systems don't work. I was like, there's nothing working over here. And he says, once this rains, this shit just fills up. It's a big fish bowl. And I'm like, damn. And then when you see the news, man, holy crap. It was almost all the way up to the top of the fucking viaduct. It was like barely inches in there, man. You could see that people were on top of their cars and parts of the freeway. It was just crazy. Thankfully, I didn't have to go anywhere. I was at home. I was already at home during all that stuff, and unfortunately, there was some people out there got caught in it, and their vehicles damaged, and a lot of other things, people getting injured and things like that. And shout out to everybody out here in Michigan that had to deal with the floods. You flooded. I'm sure so many people's basements got flooded. A lot of things like that. So I feel for everybody out there, and I hope you guys recover and get everything back safely, and get everything back to normal and get back in order, So, yeah, it was crazy, man. A lot of fucking, we just got, like, when they say, like, inches of rain is falling, that's when you know something serious over here. You know what I'm saying? When they just say, like, oh, it's going to rain today, possible chance of precipitation. That ain't shit. But when they're like, you're going to get, like, 2 inches of rain, and in Michigan, man, one weird shit on our weather, because we'll get, I don't know, man, like, a couple weeks ago, we got like all 4 seasons in 1 week. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you, like I said, if you guys ever, that aren't from Michigan to see our weather, like we got like all 4 seasons in like 1 week. Shit snowed. It was like fall. And then it fucking went to summer. Then it went to like end of hot ass August summer was just like hot and humid. Fucking cicadas came out. They were like, they come out every 7 years or so, every 17 years or some shit. That's bullshit. Every summer in Michigan when it's super hot, there's cicadas out. So I don't know what y'all, it must be, it's always 17 years in the fucking hot ass summer in Michigan because cicadas is always out every summer. So there you go. But anyways. Our scientists are like ready to start some more shit and get us more locked down. Okay, in my opinion, we're in trouble. Okay, because apparently these scientists found some frozen ass organisms in the ice, which have been frozen for like 24,000 years, like according to them. 24,000 years, these frozen organisms, and they look like weird worm things. They look scary as shit. Okay. So they thaw these fucking things out. And they come back to life. Are you kidding me? And they said right away when they came back, they decided to feed them. Hey, let's give them some food. And the fucking thing started eating right away. And then they fucking started fucking. They started reproducing and shit, trying to reproduce. So they thawed off these fucking things from 24, they don't know nothing about. And these things started eating right away and started making babies like real quick. That's all we need now is like some big fucking frozen worms or little worms that are going to fucking come out here and get all giant. It's going to turn into tremors. Because when you look at the picture, it looks like a mini tremor. Looks like the mini tremor worms. These guys are all fucking with us. You know what I'm saying? That's all we need, scientists. You know what I'm saying? We already heard about those other theories about the one place. You know, the building theory. I won't say the L word because they already took one of my episodes down with some shit. So the building theory. You know what I'm saying? But we know what B word I'm talking about that starts with B. You know, like alpha, beta. You know what I'm saying? The beta building. Anyways. So that's all we need is these guys to thaw off some fucking crazy ass creatures that are going to turn into big tremor worms. Be fucking throwing shit. I'll be pulling them. And first thing they're going to eat is them little baby broncos you tried to make. Try to pull them off as a bronco. They can pull a little baby tic-tac bronco. You know what I'm saying? I still don't see that's a bronco. But that's another story. So I saw this picture and this article with it. And some paparazzi was following Mark Zuckerberg. And in my opinion, there's a lot of conspiracy theories around the man that already. Like, this one didn't help. Like, you don't think about it sometimes. Like, man, you didn't think this one all the way through, which really doesn't help those conspiracy theories about this dude being a robot. Because maybe he doesn't know, like, the right human things to do when it comes to, like, disguising. At least that was his excuse. He tried to disguise himself from the paparazzis. So, anyways, this dude was seen on the beach surfing. And he had what looked like a whole fucking tub of fucking sunscreen on his face. Or like maybe he was trying to be a surfing mime. You know what I'm saying? That's how much shit was on his face. And these guys was like, what's going on here? They knew it was him right away though. Like, but this doesn't help those conspiracy theories. Like a robot would do that. Like humans wear sunscreen when they surf. You know, and he fucking put a whole bunch when he said like, when I was human. I mean, I am human. I am human. You know, when he messed up that interview, all the conspiracy people jumped on that. And then there was that time when he was blocking his cameras and, you know, and he's acting all weird and all nervous. And now people don't know what to do with human. You know what I'm saying? But this doesn't help. You know, putting all this super white cream on your face, looking like the crow surfing or looking like a surfing mime. You know what I'm saying? This doesn't help those theories, man. You should think about it when you go out. Maybe buy one of them prosthetics or something. You know what I'm saying? Going out looking like, I don't know. Like Jordan, what's his name? Jordan Levitt. What's his name? Gordon. I can't even remember that guy's name. Jordan Levitt, when he played that tight walker guy and had that shit on the chin and nose. Like, put some shit on like that. Because, I mean, you put that on, I mean, you still look like Zuckerberg. I mean, you still look like the robot Zuckerberg. People are like, this dude is a robot. He still can't go do human shit. You know what I'm saying? People are going to be on the beach. You know what I'm saying? Be like, oh, man, is that Michael Myers surfing? You know, where's the butcher knife? You know, like, no, man, it's just Zuckerberg. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be like, oh my God, is that Data from Star Trek? You'll be like, nope. It's just Zuckerberg. You know what I'm saying? They're going to think you're fucking the robot from Star Trek, man. You know? Like, oh shit, is that Mrs. Doubtfire? I'll be like, no, man. It's just Zuckerberg. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. And if you did, I'd appreciate it if you would hit that subscription, turn on your notifications, and smash that like button. Like I said, I'm here twice a week. And with that said, this has been another episode of Meant to Vent. Till next time, humans. See ya.